So hello everyone, welcome to virtual laboratory of CAD modeling and drafting. So in last experiment, we have seen how to draw the standard sketches, and now in this video and in this experiment, we are going to see how to give dimension to that sketches and how to define different kind of constraint to the sketches. So let us start. Just go to File, New. Here you need to select Part Design, Create Body, Create Sketch, and select any one plane. Click on OK. Okay. So let us discuss about how to give dimension first. Suppose I have drawn rectangle here like this. Now suppose I want to define horizontal distance and vertical distance of this one. So directly you can select this horizontal distance, select the vertices, and you can give any dimension. Suppose I want 100 by 80 rectangle, just click on OK. So this is my first dimension I have given. Now suppose I want to give this vertical distance also. So again select this vertical distance and define 80 here, click on OK. So whenever you have defined all the dimensions, total sketch will be converted into green color. So this is normally called as fully constrained sketch. Okay, so this is what how we can give the dimension. So there are different kind of dimension you can give, just like angle, radius, whatever you want you can define. So suppose I have created one circle here like this. Okay, so just give dimensions. Now suppose I want to define angle between these two lines, so just go here and select angle, and from these to this you can select first and second line, and angle you can define like this. If you want to change this angle, just double click on this one and enter whatever angle you need to define. Okay, similarly you can define radius by selecting this radius like 35. Okay, so if you want to define the length of this one, then just select and you can define length as per your requirement. You can define all the. Okay, so in this video we have seen, up till now we have seen how to define horizontal distance, vertical distance, radius, angle, and also the distance of inclined line. Okay, now let us discuss how to give different kind of constraint to the model. So I'm going to delete all these sketches now. So select, just delete it, and just select, first I'm going to draw a line. Just close it. Now you need to define line here. Sorry, I had defined line here. Okay, so suppose I want to make this line vertical. So what is meant by constraint? Constraint is nothing but how you are going to orient your sketch as per your requirement. For example, now suppose I want to orient this line exactly as vertical line. So just select this line and click on this vertical. That line will be the vertical line. Okay, similarly, if you want that to be horizontal, select this and select this horizontal, it will be horizontal. Okay, so this is first constraint where you can define, where you can orient line as per your requirement. Okay, now next thing, now suppose I want to make this line parallel to parallel with this line. Now just select these two lines and select this parallel. Okay, select parallel. Okay, so this is called as parallelism. So even if you have taken this apex, earlier it was rotating line, now if you just see, it is moving parallel to this one. That means you have defined the relation between these two lines. Okay, so that is what parallelism. Similarly, perpendicular will be there. So just define one line here. Now suppose I want to do this line perpendicular to this. Select these two lines again by pressing Ctrl and just click on perpendicular. Now it will be perpendicular to each other, right? So what we have seen up till now: vertical, horizontal, parallelism, perpendicular. So next point is tangency. Now suppose I have drawn one circle here like this. Now I want to make this circle tangent to this line. So just select two objects and place on this tangency. Okay, now this circle will be tangent to this line. circle will be tangent to this line. Again you have defined the relation between line and circle. Okay, similarly you can define the relation between two circles, that is I want this circle and this circle tangent to each other. Just click here, the tangency will be created here like this. Okay, so next part we are going to see, that is circle and arc. So suppose that is called as symmetric constraint. Select this and this object and click on this symmetry. So whenever you are going to change the dimension of one, another will automatically change. It is called as equal constraint. Okay, so you just see I am going to increase the diameter of this one, that is diameter of second one is also going to be increased, that is called as equal. Okay, now next one is symmetry. Okay, so what is symmetry? So I will delete all these things. So suppose I have drawn first circle, second circle. I want this circle symmetric about this vertical axis. That means the position of this circle about this axis will be same as that of position of this circle about this axis. Okay, similarly the size of this circle and this circle also same. Okay, so select first object, second object and axis and just click on symmetry. First object, second object and line and just click on symmetry. Now what we want to do symmetry this circle and this circle, the circle about this vertical line or vertical axis. Now what you need to do, you just select first point, second point and this vertical axis and just click on this symmetry. Okay, so if you just see, if I am going to change one circle position, another circle position with respect to that automatically change. That means this gap is automatically maintained between two circles. And again you can select these two and make them equal. Okay, now if you just see I am going to increase the size, size is also increased. If I am going to change the location of both circles are going to be changed. Okay, so this is what a symmetric constraint. So we have seen vertical, horizontal, parallelism, perpendicular, tangency, equal and symmetry. Now let us discuss about coincident constraint. Okay, let us discuss about coincident. So what we are going to see now, so suppose I have drawn one circle here like this, and this point and this point, I want this center of this circle should be on this origin. Okay, so select first point, second point and just click on coincident. Just see that circle center will be replaced on that origin. Okay, now you can't change the position of this circle because you are given constraint that this circle is lying on origin. So if you want to change the circle change, it won't change, only the size is going to be changed. That too you can define with the help of this radius 20. Correct. So this is what defining the constraint and dimension. Okay, now if you just see I am going to give some distance to this one. You are define the radius of this, you are automatically the radius will be reflected here, but this is still in the white color. Okay, we want all the sketches in the green color, that means it should be fully constrained. So what should we do for this one? So just see, while converting into fully constrained, two things are required. First one is the position of the sketch, that is position of the sketch with respect to origin should be defined and size of that sketch should be defined. Here we have defined the size but position is not defined yet. We can define the position. So from this to this vertical distance I have defined. Similarly I have defined horizontal distance from this to this horizontal distance I have defined. Just see now it is converted into green color. That means whenever you want to convert a white color geometry into green color, that means from under constraint to fully constraint, you need to define its position and its size also. Okay, So this is the main conclusion from this experiment, that you should give the dimension so that the size of the sketch should be fully defined, and you should define the dimension with respect to origin so that the position of the sketch should be fixed in that space. Okay, so in this experiment we have discussed about what are the different kind of dimension you can give, what are the different kind of constraint we can give, and what is under constraint, fully constraint. Just go through the assignment and post quiz so that it will be clear. Thank you. We will meet into next experiment where we are going to start with drawing a actual sketch. Thank you all.